This girl went to the club to have fun, but instead, the fun turned into a very serious nightmare. Hello everyone, I'm Josh Stories and I tell the darkest crime stories on the internet. So if that's something that you're interested in, please like and subscribe to my channel. With that, let's get into today's story. On July 10, 2024, a young girl called Opeyemi was getting dressed. She just took a shower and she was getting ready, to go clubbing. Now, the fact is that Opeyemi just came out from a very bad breakup months ago, and since she came out from the breakup, she has not done anything fun. She has just been serious with her life, but now she decided it was time to go out again, have fun, get over the breakup, maybe find someone new. So she decided that day she was going to go clubbing and enjoy herself, that she was going to vibe all through that day. Now, when it was time to go out, Opeyemi just left her house. It was night, so it was time to go to club, so she left her house. Now, when she got to the club was bubbling. Actually, the club was called Bell's Bar in Lagos. When she got there, it was bubbling. She was vibing, dancing, enjoying herself, getting a little drunk. Now, after enjoying herself in the club for a while, she looked across the room, and there she saw her ex-boyfriend, Fatai. He was also in the club. Now Opeyemi was shocked by this, but she just kept her cool, hoping that he would not see her. And he didn't see her for a while. But after a while, he turned around and he saw Opeyemi there. After he saw Opeyemi, he walked up to her and said hello. And he was like, I know that we broke up, but we don't have to be enemies. Like, we can still see ourselves and talk to each other. And she was like, okay, you're right, let's be mature. So they started talking to each other, Fatai got them drinks again. And they started drinking and actually vibing. And from there, they started talking about old times. And from talking about old times, brought up old feelings. So little by little, it led from one thing led to another, and they actually began kissing a little bit. And from there, Fatai now offered to take Opeyemi home. He told Opeyemi, okay, it's getting late, so would you like to come home with me, come back to my apartment? Opeyemi thought about it for a while, and she said, okay, yeah, sure, I'll come back with you. And then they both left Bell's Bar. When they got to Fatai's apartment, they began to chill, began to talk, and then they started talking about old times, reminiscing about the good times they had. They had wonderful times together. So they talked about it, and Fatai confessed that he was still, in love with Opeyemi. But Opeyemi said, no, I don't want to get back into a relationship with you anymore. Like, I'm done with it. I just thought we were going to just have fun and then go our separate ways. I'm not ready to get back into a relationship. Now, this annoyed Fatai, and from there they began arguing. Fatai was arguing that he wanted her back. She said no, and then the argument was getting louder and louder, and then Fatai just kept quiet. Then he walked into the kitchen. He grabbed his kitchen knife. He came out, and then he attacked Opeyemi with the knife. He fatally stabbed her 22 times in his bedroom. Now, after stabbing her, he dropped the knife and then he left. He left his apartment. When he left the apartment, his plan was to come back to the apartment and probably clean up the mess that he made there. But he noticed his neighbor was moving around the compound. So he just, as he saw his neighbor walking around, he just decided to just take off and leave the whole thing there. Now it turns out that the neighbor actually had this argument, and then he had Opeyemi scream when she was stabbed the first time. So the neighbor quickly called the police and now came out to check what was happening. That's when Fatai came and saw him there. So Fatai just took off and ran away. Now when the police came there, they busted the door open and then they saw Opeyemi's body there. Now a wild manhunt began. Opeyemi's sister made a post about it and was like, you should please help me. My sister's ex-boyfriend has killed my sister. Please help me find him. Now, for 3 weeks, nobody was able to find Fatai. Like, he disappeared from the surface of the earth. The police did their best. They couldn't find him. They searched everywhere, asked his friends. They couldn't find him. Then, something happened. Due to the post that Opeyemi's sister made, Opeyemi's friends started actively looking for Fatai. Now, they looked for him everywhere. And then, 3 weeks later, when the police was still looking for Fatai, some of Opeyemi's friends went to F1 bar, and there they saw Fatai just casually having a drink there. The friends quickly apprehended Fatai immediately. As they held him, the others just called the police, and the police quickly arrested Fatai. Now, we don't know much about the outcome of Fatai's case because it's still ongoing, but probably I'll just drop an attachment to this video when he's sentenced or when there's any more news about it. But that's the end of today's story. So sad about Opeyemi. And that's the end of today's story. Now, if you like that video, please like and subscribe to my channel to keep hearing stories like this. With that, I'll see you in the next one.